Good girl. Hi. You're a good kitty. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. I'm just getting my day started here. If you watched my last video, yes, everything's still running just fine with the diesel heater. So it was nice to be able to get that back on track. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you're subscribed and you have notifications turned on so you never miss a Van Life Plus episode. Today, I am hoping to get Lucky's solar panels back up on the roof. There was a rock, Penny. Are you snuggling the rock? They've been off for almost a week now, actually, and it's all repainted up there. It's all nice and dry. I still don't know, this is a decision that we'll be making today, whether or not I'm going to put that really big 200 watt panel up there, or if I'm going to put two of my 100 watt panels up there. We'll have to make sure that everything is working correctly. The only reason I'm sort of going back and forth on which configuration I'm going to use is because I also want to get my Starlink dish mounted up there so I don't have to worry about it floating around in the van anymore. And I think I've decided how I'm going to mount the panel, whatever it might be, on Lucky's roof this time. And that will be with a bunch of these. So I had these little feet sent to me by one of my subscribers, Vern. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well out there in New York. Quite a while ago. They were intended to replace the old brackets I had on my panels, but at the time, the way they were configured with my roof rack bars, which are now a thing of the past, these simply would not have worked. They weren't big enough. But they are perfect feet to simply go on the bottom of the solar panel, and then they come with this fancy little hole to put a screw into and attach it to the roof. You know, I'm not a big fan of continuing to blow holes in the good ship Lucky, but I'm also not a big fan of farting around and making jobs more difficult than they need to be. So we are going to DIY the crap out of this, and we're going to take inspiration from Big Fella and the way I saw that panel mounted up. And yeah, just make sure it's all safe and secure and hope for the best. First thing we're going to have to figure out is if I have self-tapping screws that will fit through these holes. If not, it's going to be a stop at Home Depot. So I guess we should probably get off the floor of our tiny home on wheels. I know, right? And get on with it. Right, I've already gotten everything, all the extra insulation shoved up as much as I could. Move the sleeping bag now, which will get all of the storage in the main rear drawer here. There we go. In this Rubbermaid, got all my little odds and ends and screws galore. Right, so if we open this, see what we got. See, that's about all the, oh no, yeah, I think we're gonna have to buy some more self-tappers. That is most likely going to be a stop at Home Depot, which I guess might be a good place to do a project like this in case I need anything else when we start crossing T's and dotting I's. You know, because I don't think washers are gonna help me. All right, well, that's definitely not going to be enough. So that's going to be on the docket. First, of course, we got to actually get the panels out of our mobile storage. Hold on, belay that order, soldier. I want to take a look in terms of my left turn signal issue here. Apparently, people were saying it could just be the flasher module that is located under here from a quick YouTube video watch. Oh man, did I put the bolts back into this thing? Oh, well, you're not going to come off without a little coaxing now. Who did that? Where is it? Do I need? Maybe I don't need to take it off. Oy. Hello? Flasher module?
I don't see it anywhere.
What the? It said it was supposed to be right here. Oh, that's super strange. Maybe that's why it's not working properly. Maybe Lucky don't have a flasher module. Well, it doesn't make any sense, but... All right, never mind. Belay the belay. Future Matthew problem.
It's coming through what I think, uncontrollable.
Okay, this looks like a good enough spot as any. This is the same spot where I put in the little platform for the microwave. This place is still up for lease, so there's no business here. It's a nice wide open parking lot. I got the panels ready to go. They're large and in charge. Still got to figure out what configuration I want to make. If I go with the smaller panels, we're definitely going to have to soak them in some Goo Gone because there is all sorts of yucky nar Gorilla Tape left on there. But that's a future Matthew problem as well. For now, we got to get ourselves into Home Depot. But yeah, this spot, pretty decent. Oh, right? Home Depot, just over yonder. We'll be inside you soon. Everybody just calm down. But then we got a big causeway right over here that kind of makes things loud. You can't really hear it too much right now because I got the microphone on. But if I need to run Pac-Man, which I probably will just to stay on top of charging all of my systems up, we can do that and we're not really going to be bothering anybody because there's nobody over here. Well, except for this one camper. Wonder if he stays there. Hello, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, this will be our spot to reattach the solar panels to Lucky's roof. I don't know if I'll get to the Starlink today. Probably not, because as I talked about in a previous video, I will most likely need another gland for the Starlink wire, because this one only has 2. Apparently they only come with 2, and I don't feel like modifying that one. Yeah, no, that sounds like it's a little too much. I was thinking like I could drill a hole in the side right there, but then if I don't want to get like another one of these and get it threaded in properly, I would just splooge this with silicone, but then that would make the cable for the Starlink semi-permanent, which might not be the worst thing, but anyways, I'm clearly getting ahead of myself. Before I run into Home Depot, also, I forgot, I had this. Oh, in your opinion, I didn't forget, I have you. No, never. But this guy here, I've had it forever. The Haynes manual, it's just been down here in my door, and this should point me in the right direction for my flasher relay, which from what I've seen so far in this, the video that I looked up with this like plug-unplug flasher that's like way over here on the left-hand side in the video that I watched, that's not the setup for Lucky. Apparently there's a whole like contraption thingy I gotta remove underneath here for the Chevy Express 2500. So yes, definitely a future Matthew problem, but we'll take a look at that once we get some solar power back on the roof. So for now, Penny, you are in charge of watching the Haynes manual. Clearly the squirrel that got at the frickin' Jet Force Gemini box also got at this manual, but whatever. Leave that there. You catch some Z's, bring one of these with us, and let's tally freaking go, go, go. To Home Depot. But when you gotta go, you gotta go. The 12 looks thicker, won't allow as much play. Oh, that's still a lot of play. Maybe 14. Don't need to go too deep. The roof is that thick. There's no 14 by 3/4 though. Oh, shoot. Any small 14. No, why would there be? Oh yeah, the 14 by 1 seems to fit the best inside the hole of the bracket. So we'll go with those, and we'll just have a very large supply because I don't think they come any smaller. Well, they do come smaller. But I think in the end, for how many I'm gonna need, that might be a bad choice. Yeah, let's do some fast math. No, actually it might be better to go with the smaller ones. These ones are 40 bucks for 100 pieces. These ones, there's only 4 pieces in here, but they're $4. But I don't need 100. Whatever solar panels I don't use, I would like to put on Amber's roof, but I don't know how thick her roof is. Like, I know where I'm going in Lucky, and we'll talk about that. I think what we'll do, we'll just grab 3 of these for now, so we'll have 12 pieces, and I'll save myself the trip. We will grab 16 pieces. They're still way cheaper than 40 bucks. However, that's like $1 a screw. All right, we'll just fill the coffers, son of a bitch. I mean, by this logic, it's kind of like I'm getting 60 screws for free, right? I'm not gonna fit through there. Okay then, go around the large truck. Freedom. I think he was sitting in there. What's this guy doing with his phone? This one I can fit through. No problem. Oh, our putty tat's in the window now. Hello, darling. Up there catching some rays. Hello. Here. You want to see what we got? There. Just for you. Here. Yeah, I know. It's not treats, but I would wager there's probably some of those in your future. Yeah, just stay tuned. Last time I used my ladder, I was in a fairly muddy area, and it is all sorts of gross still, but I guess it's just signs of being a well-used ladder. Sure. So yeah, this is where we're going to be working with, right? This is our space. There are our connections on there right now, our 2 splitters for the negative and the positive to allow the previous 3 panels to connect. And that's where the rub of this whole situation sort of comes in. Oh, let's move these panels over. I'm just gonna come in here where it's a little quieter. My microphone is charging right now. That's why its audio is all up and down in this video right now. Those splitters are to allow 3 panels to connect, right? Made sense for me with my old configuration. However, if I wanted to use my 2 smaller panels, which are here behind the large one, I'd have to use those that are up there because I don't have any other splitters, which would mean one of those zones is unused. You know what I mean? So I could remove those and then just use the big 200 watt guy here. You plug straight into the connectors with no splitter needed. And then maybe we can get some more panels on Amber's and she can use the splitters. I don't know. She currently has a 2-prong splitter on hers because she's got 2 panels. I wonder if you can plug a 3-pronged splitter into a splitter already to get 1, 2, 3, 4 panels in total. Would that work? I mean, it's all just wiring, so it should work. That's probably where I'm leaning, but again, it's gonna depend on what it looks like once I get the big panel up there and then put the Starlink dish as well. We'll see how much room we have. So let me schlep these panels to the roof. Well, the one large one. Right. What could possibly go wrong? But see, this is where the concern comes in now. I'm unfortunately now really starting to see that this big panel, as beautiful as it is, might not work on Lucky's roof simply because of all of the stuff that I already have on my roof, right? So this is how I originally envisioned it, going on the roof, this orientation, right? The problem here is, if we look under here, you'll see where the holes are, where I gotta mount those little feet, right? This hangs on both sides because the panel is so long, right? If I put feet on this, there's not gonna be any place for me to screw into. This is all air, okay? So that won't work. So then my next thought was, well, we'll flip it this way, right? Change the orientation. Maybe it could just kind of be over here on the passenger side. Again, you'll see right back there, right by my max air fan, it butts right up against it. That's not good because there'd be feet in that corner that I wouldn't be able to get to. So number one, we gotta pull it forward away from the fan, push it a little bit more to the middle of the roof. Sure, now I would have access to attach those feet, but again, same problem here at the front. We wouldn't even be able to get any of these feet in. Now I suppose I could drill holes, right? I don't have to go with the holes that are already in the panel from the factory. Then I could probably put it in the orientation I want. I really didn't want to drill holes, but I guess you know what we'll do first? We're gonna plug this panel in and see what sort of power we're pulling. So let's get this panel like this for now. It's out here directly in the sun, which is great. Bring our ladder to the other side. I'm gonna come up here. Get our cords. Okay. Pretty straightforward. So, negative and positive. All right, well, now I gotta go back inside because my phone is charging as well. Why is everything dead? Probably because I had no solar panels. Yeah, I'm just kidding. All right, in here, where's my phone? There it is, down there. Oh, yeah. All right, we'll pull up our power here. See what we got. 70 watts of solar from that panel. Huh. Interesting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take off the splitter and see if that makes a difference. And you can watch the phone's information while I do that. All right, so 70 watts of solar coming in. I'd say let me know if it changes, but I wouldn't be able to hear you. First things first, let's disconnect those again. Okay. Now we gotta take these splitters off. Same way, nice and simple. All right, hopefully it says 0 because nothing's connected right now. Now I'm gonna plug these back in. Straight to the cables, no splitters in betwixt them. What does this say now? Let's refresh the app, open it back up. Go back in. No, again, 71 watts. So that's just the way the sun is right now, I suppose. Right, like is there a bunch of shade on there? Not really, but again, it's not like angled towards the sun, which is angled towards the sun, which is a factor as well. So I guess one more thing we could check is bringing those two panels out here, connecting them, seeing if I get the same wattage. How else would I know if the panels work? Oh, God. I know. It's a beautiful day to be farting around in a parking lot. You are all sorts of blown out. There you go, pretty kitty. That's better. Yeah, fluffers. Okay, so I got the other two panels up here now. They are dirty. I'm going to have to give them a little bit of a cleaning in order to get like a 100% accurate reading. And this corner's in the shade. Let's push that over there a little bit. That should be fairly similar, and we are only getting, well, we're getting 54 watts from both of them. So there's just under a 20 watt difference happening. My brain's not going to let me do. I'm going to have to clean it. Okay, get some paper towel. More than that, and some Windex. Okay. Up here, got our phone. Let's clean these schmutzy panels as best we can. Size-wise, I think these are the way to go, but just, I don't know. And Amber's van has way more space on her roof. I suppose what we could do, since she has the 2 splitter, we could just swap that for my 3 splitter. You gotta come a little higher. I can't reach the furthest part. Oy. Oh God, this is how I'm gonna go every time I'm on a ladder. This panel is totally shaded. 9 watts, 87 watts. Okay, so these panels still work. Am I gonna get any better than 87? And last thing I need to figure out is if I bring these sort of like all the way back here, can I have them separated enough? Oh my gosh. Or I guess I could go like this. Starlink dish maybe right in the middle. I don't know. Might not work. That's not a lot of room. I feel like the Starlink dish would end up causing shadow on the panels. Oy vey. Yeah, I think we're drilling holes in the big panel. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Make sure I got my Sharpie. Hang on. Oh God. Where is it? Dude, there you are. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking, right? I think I'll use the big panel. That's sort of where I would want the Starlink dish. Maybe even a little bit further that way. Right now it's on the mobility mount, which if you've never seen it before, on the bottom, that's the mobility mount right there. Right? And I think the idea is that it's supposed to get like mounted to a roof rack or something. That will not be what I'm doing. But I want it still to be accessible from either side of the van, wherever it might be, so that I can remove the dish. My thought is I'm going to be making the mount permanently affixed to the roof, right? And then the dish I can just put on and off as I need to. Primarily the dish will just be outside though, but let's say I get myself into a situation where I need to change the orientation of the dish for whatever reason, I can still remove it, hopefully with ease. Pin in that, because that's not probably happening today. This is the current state of affairs. So yeah, I still got the problem of hanging over, but if I mark off where the roof is good, oh, we're gonna have to slide this back. The front of the van roof is just too curved. I wonder how far back we can push this thing. Problem is I really wanted to be attaching it to the front of the van roof as much as possible, because there's a ton of spray foam there above the headliner. I mean, I guess that being said, there's a bunch of foam. Never mind. I was mildly concerned about the screws coming through, but then I remembered, no, my ceiling is very well insulated. Okay, never mind. Moving right along, move it back here. We'll find some really good points, and I'm thinking maybe 4 mounts on each side. 4 on the front, 4 on the back. So we're gonna have to mark them off with the Sharpie. Guess we should make sure it looks even-ish. It's not gonna be even by the time I'm done. Are we kidding? This is my van, right? So there it is. Just gonna use this guy to make some marks. Then we're gonna drill it like nobody's business. That's my plan anyway. That was cool. 2 guys just pulled over and stopped and talked to me, Roger and Caesar. I don't know if they're gonna join the channel and watch or not, but it was really nice to stop and chat with them. They saw the whole rig here, and they pulled over and you just had to ask me a bunch of questions about Craze and the van life and all this stuff. It was fun. Okay, now, back on point. Drill some holes. Okay, I think this is going to work out really well. I've got the panel back up on the roof. It's not mounted yet, obviously, but here's the feet that I've attached. Right? I've got all the brackets on, minus this one here. Right? I think I'm going to attach that one, and then one more on the other side over here, just so I get as many points of contact as necessary without too much overkill. This one here is the other loose one. Right, all the other ones are attached now. That's what I was doing with the nut and bolt hardware that it came with. So what I'm going to do now, take this, and just go like this, drill a hole there, drill a hole there, drill a hole here, drill a hole there, and then it should be good. And then we will get this sucker up here. And no, we're not just using the self-tappers. Okay, so there is my mark, right? So more or less, we're just going to go in the middle of this, and just gently. It's aluminum, so it doesn't take much to get through it. Just like that. Perfect. We grab our nut and bolt, and we grab our bracket. Bracket on. Washer. Lock washer, and nut. There we go. Let's get that to a point of nice and snug. We can reorient the bracket. Grab our wrench to hold on to the bolt head back here, and impact driver to tighten it all down. There you go. That's what I was doing when I was moving so fast. It's no secret that the good ship Lucky is very quickly nearing the end of her full time on the high seas sort of van life. So I'm not going to be too fussy about this, that, and the other thing. So that's why, in order to mount these, before we put the screws in, we're just going to hit each and every one of these brackets we just mounted with some good old construction adhesive. And that'll give us the extra grip that we need so the panel doesn't go flying off in a breeze, right? It's probably not the best way to do it, because then it's like basically permanently affixed to it. But again, not too fussy. Solar isn't my huge priority, and if it does become super detrimental in the future when Lucky is just like a full-time camper van, we'll address that then. Why worry about it now? Smarter, not harder. I am going to need my caulk gun, though. Caulk gun. Yeah, right. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do very much filming with this. I don't have my Leatherman on my hip. What? Am I ill? Where is it? Oh my gosh. Well, I need a knife. I guess I'll just use the Benchmade on the door. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of points of contact with this construction adhesive. And I got to move semi-fast. So we'll get it applied, but then I'm going to have to just slap it up on the roof. It will not be the easiest thing to film, so I may not stress myself out. All right, break the seal. Yeah. A couple times. Get it real good. You know what else I should do, because this stuff can be finicky to work with? I better make sure I have the right bit on my impact driver for those screws that we bought. Where the hell are the screws that we bought? I'm losing everything. All right, we put them up here with Penny. She's still holding on to them. Although she did come say hello when Roger and Caesar were here. Is it okay, madame? May I take my screws now? Oh, thank you very much. Oh, just a little one? God bless you. Okay, so get one of these screw heads. Is it a 10 millimeter? That'd be great. And it is. So the bit that's already on there will be more than enough. We are good to go. Let's see just how easy this caulk comes out. Oh, well. Turn it, turn it. Quality content. Quality content. All right, and plunge. Oh, this gray stuff is the worst. Here we go. Yeah, get it. There's two. And there's a van lifer. And an ambulance behind me. Everybody's fine, I think. Here, this is what we can do. Put this up here. Have it record. And I'm just going to finish applying this stuff. And then we'll see what we can do. Put our impact driver on the roof. Close the door. Move the ladder over. Let's put the screws up here too. Ugh. All right, here we go. Once we have touchdown, that's kind of it. I mean, not literally. Ooh, it's gonna be hard to do with. There we go. No dying today. And ooh, put that impact driver in the way. Okay, there. Right. Oh, cables. My goodness. All right, pray for the best here. Hey, there. That's pretty much it. She down. Okay, maybe straighten her out a bit, get her away from the fan. In case it moves when I close it. It shouldn't though. All right. Well, not farting around. Get the screws in. Ooh, he's squishy. Oh, it's getting all over my bit too. So I really hope that side that you're on is lined up properly, because this side is getting its screws in. Why didn't I? I'm gonna put gloves on. What was I thinking? Sorry about it, Lucky. Is it tickling your brain? Grab the gun. Grab the ladder. Here we go. Yeah, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Cables are out, excellent. Oh, I got time to adjust. There we go. Why overthink it? Okay, let's get this bad boy plugged in. So Lucky, once again, has solar power coming in. So there we go. And then, yeah, Starlink in this area. Don't just leave it there. It is not affixed. Like we've been saying, future Matthew problem. And obviously, yes, I will be covering up the bolt holes, or the bolt heads, I should say, with either silicone or lap sealant. We're supposed to not have any rain or snow for a while, so we should be good to go there. Plus, once this construction adhesive cures up, it's going to be rock frickin' solid anyway. So we'll stay here for a good hour or so and just let it sort of set up. But if I was a betting man, I'd say we're probably good to go in terms of driving the good ship Lucky the way she is. Could also be famous last words. This side, give it tugs. Yeah, see, look, we got We are nice and rock solid. Not concerned. Okay. 10-second tidy. If only it was actually 10 seconds. Yeah, honestly, I'll probably just end up doing the exact same thing with the Starlink mount, because look at that. The screws come through, the nice flat surface here, slather this with construction adhesive, 4 of these bolts in there. Maybe might just do that before I leave, considering the construction adhesive is out, because the mount can always ride around up there, and the dish can stay inside until I'm ready to blow another hole and run the actual Ethernet cable up there. Yeah, it's probably happening. Because then it'll be one less thing in my little top loader cabinet there. So you just... And if this thing doesn't come off of Lucky in the future, it's okay. You can always just buy these mounts again. Right? Slather it up nice and good. God forbid I mark it properly with the Sharpie. And I did test getting this on and off of here. It's pretty straightforward. Just make sure. Yes, yes, yes. Hold the mount here. Trying to do it without getting schmutz on myself. Hello? There. That's what a snap you want to hear. Right? And then you just pull down on this. Slide it out. Excellent. Okay. Getting shit done. Probably would have helped if these were a little longer, because the Starlink mounts definitely got some thickness to it. Now you tighten up. Yeah. Hey, there goes the ambo. Make good choices, people. All right, and lunchtime. I've been waiting for this. Chicken burrito bowl. Yes, please. Make sure the EcoFlow is on. Give power to the microwave. Nailed it. Oh. Whoop. There we go. Yum. Well, that cooks up for us. We'll go 6.5. Let's see what this Haynes manual says about my flasher problem. Hey. There we go. Yeah, okay. Take a peek, shall we? Alright, so I got those bolts out that hold this in. Take this off. Come here. There we go. That'll give us a little easier time seeing what's going on under here. And according to the book, in a very high def black and white photo, I gotta find this. Where is this? Where this? I don't even see this. Oh, never mind. The Haynes manual is lying to me. Yes, this is an awkward position. Still waiting for my microwavable lunch to be done. But if we come under here, oh, mount it up there. That thing. There. That's my flasher. I don't know how it's mounted up there. I don't know if I can just pull it. Oh, sounded like something broke. Yeah, it's just a clip. Whatever, you don't need those. It's dusty AF, but that's what I was looking for this morning. Let me course correct myself here. Unplug this bastard. And this is a little box that you can replace that could be causing me my problems, but of course, I'm gonna drive over here this morning. The left turn signal was working fine. Out of my sick curiosity, I want to make sure that that is what makes my tickers tick. Okay, and yep, no ticky tick whatsoever. Cool. Now, this stupid thing's like $120. I don't know if it actually is the cause of my problems. And I don't even know how to test this thing. Turn, hazard, brake, DRL, daytime running lights. Oh, nothing will work right now. Oh, lunch is ready. That was the beep. Let's just put this back in and see if we get everything back. We got left. We got better left than we've had for a while. And we got right, so. Well, now I've got very easy access to it, so I'll keep my eye on it. For now, though, lunch is served right next to construction adhesive. Hashtag my van life. Fork, salt and pepper. There we go. Oh, I totally forgot to pull Pac-Man out, but that's okay. I just used a bunch of power off the EcoFlow, so now will be the time to pull Pac-Man out after lunch. And I don't know how. I've gotten this far in the day with no caffeine, so it's definitely time to treat myself to a Revita, and then that'll be enough caffeine for the day. It's too late in the day, really, but I'm thirsty. That is delicious. All right, well, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna let that stuff cure up. I wanna charge up my systems, go have my evening with my daughter, and maybe we will catch up later this evening, and I'm looking for a place to hunker down for the evening. That's my plan. A lot more time in betwixt for me than there will be for you. All right. Sun has set, night has fallen. That doesn't make sense. Those are both going down. Anyway, back in the good ship Lucky. Irish Pirate Queen reattached to her rear. Yep, the big fat pussy is full of her meat soup. You ready to get out of here and find a place to hunker down? I think we should. I think we should. Yeah, let's do it. And before we take off, though, let's fire up the diesel heater. Get it nice and warm in here. What do we have this set at? 16? Yeah, it's a good one to have it start at. Oh, hello. Yes, I know. You're cleaning out your hard food dish. We ended up with a hole in it. Don't know how that happened. Apparently, I don't know my own vinegar scrubbing strength, but it's just for the cookies. So, should be fine. Integrity's still good. All right, eat around the hole. Why not? Seems pretty nondescript to me. Let's give it a go. Turn off Lucky's headlights. Turn off Lucky. First thing I'm going to do once this car passes me, we'll get out and see how it feels walking around. It looks pretty quiet, but you never know. Maybe there's lots of noise happening out there. Aside from that one car that just went by. I kind of doubt it. Right. Why not? There's no parking signs. Well, there are, but they were further down pointing that way. On the other side of the street, we have a no parking sign right there. But here, seems pretty gosh darn good. So, I'm tired. Let's get hunkered down, shall we? Getting nice and warm. So one thing I haven't done a lot on this channel, oof, there goes Brooklyn's water bottle. Haven't done a lot on this channel, or just in general. It's a lot of just wild camping in the city. And with me getting so close to the end of full-time van life, now is probably the time to carpe diem. So we shall see what happens. It's probably best that I'm not out here with my door wide open with the light on, so night world. Alright, sorry about it, Penny. You can come back if you want. We're gonna make sure that this curtain is as drawn as it can be. Attach it to its Velcro. And the only spot that's sort of left for light to leak out, get my curtain pinched up here with these clips, because I could have just slid this one over. Oh well. Is right here. I have the window blocker in, so it's not the end of the world. Let's come back here, grab our jacket, and we're gonna plug the hole. Whoops. And also knock over our faucet. All right, so that sits up there. That'll give us a little bit more protection. And now we're here. Oh, I didn't even check the solar panel and the Starlink mount. That Starlink on the fridge reminded me. Wow, that stayed up there the entire time we were driving around. That silicone on top of the fridge. Well, that's impressive. Yeah, I don't know. So we're in a place where if anybody was to drive by, we're not blending in. It's very obvious that there's probably somebody in the van, right? As opposed to just a place where there's a whole bunch of other cars parked. In my mind, I imagine if you were in nondescript areas, but there were other cars sort of parked there, you have the benefit of blending in. Here, not as much. I drove by this spot the other day during the day, though, and there were a lot of cars here. And I think I even saw a van. It might have just been a work van, but it sort of gave me the idea, maybe we could get away with it. Now we're going to see if we can get away with it. Before we wrap this video up, though, I did receive a piece of mail earlier that, oh, you want me to fill your broken bowl? So I'm going to fill her broken bowl, and we'll get to that little piece of mail to end this video. Yes, I know. It's worse than just simply seeing the bottom of the bowl, isn't it? It's an entirely empty bowl. Hang on, your food is buried somewhere. Where did we put it? Uh-oh. Where did we put it, Penny? Sorry, I gotta move this door. Hi. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Found it. Alright. Here you go, my dear. He's squirming out from under... Hi. You're kind of in the way now. Here's some cookies for you. There. The bottom of your bowl is once again covered. You ready for your close-up? Alright. Excuse... Where you... Hello? You were bugging me. You were giving me all the tood. Excuse me. Food. Over here. Alright then. Let's move this here. And I don't have any Revita for the morning, so we just stopped at the gas station. I grabbed myself a Monster Java drink, so that'll have to do for my caffeine fix in the morning. And I also finally grabbed myself a bottle of this Pepsi Cola cream soda blend. Have not had this yet. Did try that orange Coca-Cola. That was really tasty. This, I don't know. I'm not a big Pepsi guy. I mean, it's fine. I used to drink more Pepsi when I was younger. Now I'm kind of like a Coke guy, but we'll try that in the morning. Well, maybe not in the morning, but tomorrow. Because in the morning, will definitely be the caffeine fix. For now, though, into the fridge with both of these. Oi, my arm. There we go. And now, where did I put that mail? There it is. You know what? Why are we being so... Listen, we'll put this back up when we're done the video. I want to use this seat. Is this bright as my lights go? Nope. One more tick. Okay, it's nice and toasty in here. Let's lose the flannel for the evening. Put that up here. And yes, I got this nice little bubble mailer all the way from Jackie in Cochrane, Alberta. I say all the way, it's not that far away. But that is a lot of horrific headroom. Bring it down a little bit. This kind of better. So let's open up this package from Jackie. I'm assuming this is in a bubble wrapper, maybe stickers or something like that. Kind of feels a little solid right in the middle. Let's find out. I did find my Leatherman, by the way. It's right up here in Lucky's junk drawer area, basically. So we'll use that to open up this because there is no easy open tab on this little sucker. We definitely don't want to risk cutting into whatever's inside. There we go. Now let's see what we have. Ooh. Come hither. We got it all. All right. So we've got a card. We've got a letter. Bubble mailer. It says, "Hey Matt, just a little something for you and your cousin Lindsay. Some cribbage pegs to keep the games going during camping season this year," which hopefully isn't too far away. It's not that far away. These were made by a lady in Calgary called Linda. Linda, listen. Over at Trilix Laser Designs. I'm not affiliated with her, but I like them, and you never know, you might end up like something I like. You'll be hearing from my lawyers. It's taken me ages to finally get these in the post, but hey, better late than never, eh? My son and I have been watching your channel since way back when we lived in the UK, and now we're in Cochrane, Alberta, still watching. Welcome! You might be moving to sticks and bricks, but for now, these pegs won't take up too much room in Lucky 2.0. Something else to maybe lose, though. This is true. I hope I've spelled Lindsay correctly. No, you did not. If not, you're just going to have to pretend I did. Whoops. All the best to you, Brooklyn and the big fat pussy. Penny is adorable, by the way. She's not wrong. Take care, and most importantly, keep being awesome. From Jackie Stark. Thank you very much. I've actually received a lot of, very cool. I've received a lot of different crib pegs that are sort of sprinkled all over Lucky that we will have to utilize this year. These ones are adorable. Check this out. You can see it's got our names on them. That's super cool. I guess you did say that they were customized, but check it out. Look at that. Matthew and Lindsay pegs. Well, that is just perfect. Thank you so very much. And yes, camping season is starting. Actually, I was texting with Lindsay earlier this evening, and it might be kicking off a little bit earlier than we thought. Nothing crazy, but maybe a couple weeks. Looking at maybe the end of March for the first trip. So fingers crossed for the weather and everything else. So, okay. It's very black out there. I'm going to do my best to just not be nervous about this situation. I've been doing this for 3.5 years almost. I shouldn't be nervous, but that's what happens when you pamper yourself. So, hopefully, all good things, and I'm able to get a restful sleep. And in the next video, we will wake up bright and early and get the whole rig moved. I have a massage therapy appointment tomorrow morning. This location sort of puts me in a nice orbit near where I need to be, and all of that to detach the rig and yada, 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 as I do. So, I'm going to leave this one here, and I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. And until that next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive. But remember, only dead fish go with the flow.